Today's tutorial is going to help you crack one of the most important isolations in fantasy fusion belly dance. That's infinity loops of the hips, sometimes known as figure eights. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use resistance provided by a secret and invisible dance partner to help you create big, earthy, juicy isolations. Infinity loops look even more decadent and earthy when layered with lavish shimmies. But first, let's break down the technique. Start with your feet underneath your shoulders, no wider than your hips. Bend your knees slightly and feel totally connected to the earth and your belly. Take your awareness from your busy, thought-filled mind to your lower body, to your hips and belly, and just notice your connection to the earth beneath your feet. Now take the weight of one hip over your front toe. Move your weight out to the side and then take the weight of your hip back to the heel. Then slide diagonally across to the front toe. Move the weight of your hip out to the side and move it to the back heel and slide diagonally. Now begin to smooth that out. The weight of your hip pushes down with the gravity into your foot. Push through your foot from the toe, out along the side and back to the heel. The earth and gravity here form a secret dance partner. As you change your weight and push into Mother Earth, she provides resistance, helping to make your hip movements look grounded and earthy. Front, push out to the side, back, diagonal. Notice how you're drawing a horizontal figure of 8 on the ground beneath your feet. Let's try the movement quicker. This is a fun, playful look used in many dance styles, and many beginners find it easier to perform this move quickly when they're learning. You don't want too much sway in the upper body as you master isolations. Try holding your head or your hair to lock in the upper body. You can also perform the move with a straighter leg, with the knees slightly off the lock. This looks slightly less loose and earthy, but it does have a lovely, elegant and controlled feel. So now experiment with level changes, bending the knees and straightening. This gives a sassy, playful vibe to the back infinity loop. Enjoy it. Laugh, smile, giggle at yourself, and find the fun and the freedom in your own movement. You can also lift one heel and perform the move to one side only, over the toe. You'll notice this gives a slightly more vertical lift to the move. Let's try that on the other side. Lift the heel and take the single hip forward, side, back. Notice the lovely languid feel this brings to the move. Now experiment with tempo. slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. You don't always need to choose regular even moves. I encourage you to be playful and pick out rhythms in your own music. So let's reverse the infinity loop now, moving from the back heel to the front. Take the weight of your hip over the back heel, then push out to the side, then the front, then slide diagonally across. Then the heel, push out to the side and front and slide diagonally. Smooth it out. If you feel limited in your movement, feel free to bend your knees a little bit more and lock in the upper body with a lifted arm frame. Mother Earth is the foundation for our dance moves. Feel how good it feels to be grounded to the earth beneath your feet. Now, quickly lock in the upper body and speed this move up. If you're just starting out, this might just feel easier, and it's a fun and cute and playful alternative while your body gets used to the movement. Lift the heel of one foot and lower it down, pushing the weight of your hip into the earth. Lift the heel on the other side and push down with the weight of your hip into the earth. Just alternate. Get used to this feeling of pushing down into the earth. Now we're going to exaggerate the hip by adding a curve. Slide the hip out to the side, drop it down to the earth, and as the heel goes down, let the weight of your hip go down. This is a vertical figure of 8. Slide the hip out as far as it will go, drop it down as the heel comes down. Lock in the upper body and smooth out the movement. Keep it vertical. You can imagine you're dancing inside a toaster, so your hips don't go forward or back. This move also looks great without the heel lift and with the feet planted firmly on the ground. Here you will want to use the resistance of the earth to help you keep an earthy quality in your hips. Lock in the upper body and work for your hips and core. Imagine roots from your feet going down into the earth. Play, have fun and feel free. Feel that connection to Mother Earth, to your hips, your feet and the powerhouse of your lower belly. Notice how the quality of the movement changes when you keep your heels planted on the earth. Let's go back to lifting one heel and allowing the weight of our hip to drop down as we lower that heel. Now bring the hip out as far as it goes and scoop it in towards the centre of the body. Bend both knees as the heel comes down. So that stretch, scoop, drop, bend the knees. Bring your knees close together in the middle. I like to think of Marilyn Monroe in a gust of wind, keeping her knees together, trying to keep her dignity. This is almost like you're scooping up energy from the earth with your hip. This is a lovely, languid move, so just take your time. Do the same move with the hips, but keep your heels firmly planted on the earth. This scooping movement with the hips is a great isolation to master, so keep it going if it feels a bit tricky at first. The body will adjust each time you practice. To avoid too much sway in the upper body, use an arm frame to help you isolate in those hips. Notice the different feeling of this movement when you keep your heels planted on the earth. Are the muscles working hard as you isolate? And don't forget to play with the move. Feel free to experiment with the tempo and the feel. Adding little stops can be fun. We all have an earthy, playful side that is spontaneous and free. It's your birthright to dance with Mother Earth however you like. Experiment with making the movement fast, small, cute, and playful. Or you can go the other way and play with level changes. Bend the knee to straight. Make the move big, bold, and sassy. Once you have the tools, there's no end to the ways you can experiment with these earthy hip isolations. There isn't just one tradition to draw upon, but there are many. So, express yourself, play, be spontaneous, and always connect the joy of the movement. It's been great to share these dance moves with you today. If you've enjoyed the session and would like to dance with me again, I've got some great videos coming up with more hip, torso and chest isolations. It's free to subscribe to the channel, so please do that and leave any questions in the comments section below. And if there's anything in particular you'd like me to focus on, just let me know your requests. See you soon, my darlings.